All right, so we parked in the garage right over there. It's free today because it's Sunday and the metro parking garages are free on the weekends, and the station's right over here.
This is a Silver Line train to Carrollton, Morning. Move to the center of the car.
All right, this is Herndon Station. Looks basically exactly the same as Innovation Center and most of the stations on the Silver Line. Silver Line is not great in a lot of ways, but the free restrooms, well, free-ish, are really nice. So those tall buildings you see over there, that's Reston, Virginia. It's a planned suburb, and it has like a downtown area with tall buildings, apartments, all kinds of stuff. The metro stations are kind of far, but it's a kind of cool area if you want an urbanism, but still have to live out in the suburbs. All right, so where am I going? So I got this Virginia Tech hat. At the point now, I've been accepted in Virginia Tech as long as I pass my math class. That's the only one I'm worried about. I have a 90%, but I still worry about these things. But I am going to a meet and greet type thing for students transferring to Virginia Tech who are like not freshmen. And it's somewhere around here. So this is the northern entrance of the Herndon Metro Station. It's a very chill, very car-dependent suburban office park type area, but hopefully in the coming years and decades, this whole area will be turned into a more walkable with apartments, restaurants, stores, all kinds of stuff. And now to figure out exactly where I'm going, because it's somewhere over here, but I don't know exactly where. All right, so the metro station entrance is over there, and I've hit this road. Don't know what it's called, there's no signs, but I need to go this way. Also, it's kind of nice that they have this whole crossing area with lights and everything, just for people leaving the metro. All right, so it looks like they are planning on building some sort of walkable area right next to the entrance I just got out. That's the thing I just walked on, and I'm like right back here behind this building that will be here some point. So this looks better than that. So yeah, this whole area is just like your normal suburban America, you know, 70s, 80s style buildings of office parks. And then of course you got some new townhouse type buildings. For the few of you that watch my channel from outside the US and Canada, so much of the US looks like this. It's kind of sad. And I think I can actually, instead of going all the way to that light and then crossing over, because the building's over there I need to get to, I can just go through this neighborhood area. Even though Google Maps won't tell me to, so hopefully I don't find a gate or anything. What do we think of the lack of shutters on new buildings? I like the brick is nice, but the lack of shutters just makes the buildings feel more impersonal and just more corporate in some way, even though they are, you know, normal houses. So I believe that this is the building that I'm looking for. I just have to find the correct room and hope that there's people there that know what they're doing, because I have no idea what's going on. Other than, you know, meet and greet, food, and oh gosh, the wind. Oh my gosh. Anyway, what I was saying is they got like food, questions answered, and just meet people. So we'll see what happens. So this traffic light's just not changing. I pressed the button a bunch of times. Oh, of course now it goes. Now it works. And crossing streets in the suburbs, definitely feel like a pariah, and you gotta run or else the cars will smash you. All right, here's the building. All right, so the meet and greet was in this cool looking office building. The acoustics were super echoey, so I could barely hear what they were saying because I was sitting in the back, but whatever. I also knew almost everything they talked about because I like to do research, and I got all of that information in emails. But a weird thing I noticed about the restroom in this office building is that there's this little foyer type area between the hallway and the bathroom. All right, so I did the thing. Most of the information they were giving I already knew, because I'm the type of person that plans and researches and all that stuff. Let's turn around so the wind is behind you. Now I'm walking back to the metro station. I wanted to take a bus to Innovation Center, which is where I came from, but I have to actually be in the station to make my video about Innovation Center. I can't really go in and come back out because I won't have enough money, long story, but a little annoying, but not the end of the world. It's really weird seeing these like modern townhouses and these like boring office buildings right next to each other. I guess that's a Euclidean zoning moment. How much do you want to guess this is called Silverway Drive because of the metro line, which is the Silver Line, and this looks like a pretty new area. So yeah, this road pretty chill on a Sunday when there's not very much traffic, but it's probably pretty busy around rush hour. It will be interesting to see in like 2 decades when, you know, the metro's been here for 25 years and like the plans for housing and stuff, you know, comes to fruition, like how urban the area around each stop will be. Because right now it's pretty terrible. A lot of these stations get around 1,000 entries per weekday. It's April right now, so that could change, but yeah, they're not great, especially for how like $5 billion I think it costs to build the extension, which is, you know, the cost of building transit's a whole other topic. And there's Herndon Station's pylon and the station right over there. I would call this little area right here a little bit of a hollowed ground area, because Miles in Transit and his whole posse, which I was kind of a part of but not really, actually, you know, they reviewed every station when it opened, and I believe they ran all the way down there. They at least stood here and, you know, said how crazy, you know, unurban this area is, which is true. But it's just cool to be here again. And if, you know, a few people do live that Dutch lifestyle. I called taking a bike to a train the Dutch lifestyle. And this one's even a pretty Dutch looking bike. But yeah, totally doable around here. They even got the bike locker things. So yeah, very cool.